Testing.
Hang on, that could be user error on this side. Hold on a minute.
Rick says we're good.
Okay, I think we're good. Good evening.
Are we ready to go? All right. Hello, good to see you again. It felt like a fast 24 hours.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm going to turn it up.
Are you ready to go?
Yes, please.
Okay. So one thing I wanted to mention that I think we forgot to talk about, well, I know we forgot to talk about, is once we do settle on a raise package and salary, we have to create a new placement schedule to go in the contract. It's super important that that goes in the contract. Prior to it being in the contract, there were all kinds of issues that created leapfrogging when new employees came to our district. So, you know, at some point, we're going to have to create that. And I was thinking that we could agree to do that in a committee to.
Yes, that's been on our radar as well.
Okay. And I don't know if we would need like an MOA to do that, or.
I think we do. I mean, we all know that it has to be done, and I got referenced that yesterday with the AS 400 issues that, you know, so that and the new placement schedule. I think once we agree on the details of the salary allocation, that we'll be able to, like, we know we have to come together to do that.
Okay. All right. Kyle, can you bring up the supplements? Yep. So it's going to respond to the supplements, your counter proposal, and okay.
Can everybody see that? You good enough, Dr. Green?
She's muted.
Yes, sorry, I couldn't find my mute button.
All right, so for supplements, we're gonna accept the band, marching band supplement. Special programs, there was no change to that. We're gonna accept the pie supplement. Just one thing I just needed to point out though, is I'm not sure, you're saying number of school sites, 102. Is there a reason why you had 102?
So it should have said numbers of school sites or employees, because not only do all of the schools have a pie coordinator, but also many of our departments have pie coordinators. So that's the number of people that are labeled as the pie coordinator for a building.
So by department,
for one of our sites, building sites, it's the number of people that are actually doing that job.
What do you mean by departments though? I mean, within a high school there, or?
No. Departments at ESF. Like for example, Melissa Braun, who is on our team, she has a pie coordinator. She handles a lot of the ESE out sites, and okay, they are always in need of partnerships as well. So things like that, not, you know, each school has one, and then many departments have a pie coordinator as well.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I did say we're going to accept that. The mentor teacher for one teacher, we would accept that. The only change that we're looking for is on your proposal, you had mentoring 2 teachers still at 165 and 3 or more at 300. So we were asking that mentoring 2 teachers or more is put to 300 rather than 3 or more at 300. And then with the lead mentor, we're good with that as well for 300.
Monday, we will talk about that.
Okay. All right. In a sec, Kyle's going to,
You done with this? Anthony, are we done with that?
yeah, we're done with that.
Okay.
Here, mute me for a second. All right, so in a second, Kyle's gonna bring up our counter proposal on salary. I appreciate you getting yours in a format that we're better able to follow today. That was a big help. I still do want to mention that I'm trying to be nice here. I don't appreciate this $260,000 for health insurance negotiated decreased employee contribution being included on this page. Unless I'm misunderstanding and you guys are actually putting $260 additional $1,000 into the health insurance trust fund, that's just not, it's not above board to do that. You're sending you're providing false information to our teachers and community. What you're saying is the premium increase you wanted to see was $260,000 less than what we agreed to. Unless I'm misunderstanding, it is not that you're putting another $260,000 in there, because as this stands right now, if we have an insurance issue next year, I'm going to point to this $260,000 and say, hey, wait, where's that $260,000 that you guys are saying you contributed? So I just really need to put.
I think we'll be able to show that, but I understand what you're saying. It's my understanding that what isn't recouped from the premium changes from silver to gold, or gold to silver, the number of people that stay on gold, that will have to be funded in some way. So that would be coming out of those monies, but we will be able to show that next year. So I think it is our intent that that money has to come from us to sustain that fund. So next year we'll be able to show that.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, but I just want to remind everybody, those were projected. If more people stay on the gold plan, we are going to generate that $260,000, and then there is a good chance that that will happen, especially as we negotiated more reasonable premium increases. Of course, ultimately we'd like to see some more movement to the silver plan, because it's a cost-saving measure. But for now, that revenue from those premium increases is what that trust fund needs most. All right, Kyle, do you want to take us through the?
Yep, I got this. No, there it goes. Okay, so first of all, Dr. Green, I do want to, as Anthony said, thank you guys for changing the format on it. This made it a lot easier to deal with today. So what we're doing is we're using the same offer that you guys put forward last night, but we changed one thing in the offer. We are asking for an increase in the salary for veteran teachers to $950. The way we demonstrated it on here is we did an additional group 3C, so we can show the cost, and we're asking for that cost to come from the BPS contribution. While we understand there is $2.4 million that was earmarked for raises, we do understand that there's other bargaining units, so we are aware of that as well. But we believe this is a reasonable increase for veteran teachers, who some may actually lose money this year, because if they decide to stay on the gold family plan, the premium increase will actually be more than $950. So they will see their checks go down, and we are trying to prevent that.
So just let me understand before we take a break. That 240 really could be in our line of B
Yes.
added to the 710. Like you're not, you added a line.
Yeah, we're trying to get to a total of 950. The
Right.
reason we added a line is so that we can show this is what it would cost additionally. I figured that was the easiest way since all these numbers are already done up. So we're trying to keep it simple and not get lost in the numbers or anything like that. But yeah, we are asking for a $950 raise. I do want to just, remind you that we started at 1,350. And then our second time around, we offered another deduction and raises to 1,150. And so I believe we have moved quite a bit from our original offer we put towards BPS. And we don't feel like BPS has moved that much. So
We are going to take a break.
All right,
And-
text me when you're ready to come back.
Okay, will you please forward that to me? I would
Yes.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
I forgot to stop sharing.